using salmon sperm, vampire facials, or green tea for your face. I guess over-the-counter skincare can only take you so far. I didn't even know that. Trying to shrink those pores. Pore who? Pore where? Where's that pore? Exactly. That's the goal. H2O blah blah blah. What does that mean? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are a new subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. If you're not, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. My name is Annette. I upload videos once or twice a week covering a wide variety of topics, and I would love it if you join the family. Today we're talking all about skincare. Your skin is your biggest organ in the body, and it's imperative that we go above and beyond to care for our skin. And we do that in a multitude of ways. And today I'll be sharing with you my 7 skincare tips that I live by. These tips are not groundbreaking. You know, you're not going to hear me talk about using salmon sperm or vampire facials or anything crazy, anything extraordinary. We're just going to be chatting about things that you can incorporate into your everyday life and things that are just easy habits that will, take your skin from being just okay to better. I also did a short about that, and I'll go ahead and link that as well. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing first, tip number 1 for great flawless skin is to wash your face twice a day. Cleanse your skin twice a day. Doesn't matter. I feel like most cleansers do a good job. Some cleansers go above and beyond, but for the most part, find something that works for you and stick to it. Cleansing is very important because you get rid of dry skin, oils in the skin, makeup residue, dust, a whole lot of stuff that gets on our face. So it's absolutely important that we cleanse, especially at the end of the day. We've been going around all day sweating, your makeup is clogging your pores, your moisturizer is now dry and crusty. You may have some hair oil from your hair seep into your face. I know that happens to me all the time. Well, that's why cleansing is important. In the morning, you can use a softer cleanser. It doesn't have to be extremely harsh cleanser. In the morning, you can use a softer cleanser. My favorite in the mornings, I love using micellar water. I think that's a very gentle cleanser. It helps me get rid of all the product that I used the night before and any residues that have gone on my face from the night, my blanket, my pillows, all those things. So definitely make sure you cleanse twice a day. Tip number 2 is do not go to sleep with makeup on. This is very easy to implement, but at the same time, it's very difficult to be consistent because you've had a long day. I get it. Trust me, I get it. Running around, I have 2 little kids, and I have a business that I run. So I am exhausted at the end of the day without help or family members around. So many times I just want to throw in the towel and go to sleep, but I have to take off my makeup. Now, some people like using makeup remover wipes, while other people like using oil cleansing. And that would bring me to my 3rd tip. But before we do that, we just need to establish the fact that it's best to strip your skin of your makeup every night. I know that sometimes, especially when you have an appointment the next morning and you have a really nice, you don't want to have to change everything. You don't want to take everything off. Trust me, I get it, I get it, I get it. However, that's doing more damage than benefit. You're clogging up your pores and you're leaving things on your skin that's not supposed to be there for an extended period of time. If you look at foundation bottles, some of them actually say don't leave product on for an extended period of time for more than 24 hours. The manufacturers are actually telling you not to keep that on for more than 24 hours. So yes, be sure to cleanse your skin. 3rd tip, when given the option, opt for double cleansing with an oil-based cleanser over using cleansing wipes. Now, there's a whole variety of reasons why we say this, but it's predominantly because using those oil-based cleansers, they're able to perforate into the skin and break through the barriers of the makeup, the serum, the setting spray, all those things we put on our face forms like a second layer of skin. And when you go in with an oil-based cleanser, you're able to get the residue and those products out without stripping your skin's natural moisture. There's a wide variety of these kind of cleansers. I'll put a link in the description box below of my favorite oil-based cleansers. But also, it's more sustainable because all you do is wipe your face with the makeup remover cleanser, and the next thing you know, you rinse it off and then you cleanse. Compared to the wipes. The wipes tend to strip your face of the moisture. Don't get me wrong, I used to love me some wipes. I used to know that my skin was clean after I used 3 wipes. But then I found out that my skin constantly was feeling dry after wiping so many times, and that's because I was stripping my skin's natural moisture off of it, thinking that I was taking the makeup off Plus, it's also not great for the environment. Most of those wipes are not biodegradable, so they just sit and just stay there for years and years and years and years. So this tip ties the prior two tips together. With regard to cleansing and taking your makeup off, make sure you opt for double cleansing / using an oil-based cleanser as opposed to just using a wipe. Now, if you don't have oil-based cleanser and you're in a pinch, absolutely, you can use the wipes here and there when you travel or stuff like that, for sure. But if you're trying to incorporate into your routine, I 100% recommend that you double cleanse and use an oil-based emollient cleanser. The fourth tip is for you to invest in good quality skincare. Not just over-the-counter skincare. Over-the-counter skincare can only take you so far, right? You need to invest in good quality medical grade skincare products. Preferably one designed by dermatologists because they know what's going on. I'm married to an OBGYN, right? And I will use a birth control or a feminine hygiene product recommended and designed by an OBGYN compared to just a product that's marketed by an influencer. And that's where Remedy Skincare comes in. And thank you, Remedy, for collaborating with me on this video. You know how you often just talk about, hey, what's the remedy for this? I have this issue. I have dryness. What's the remedy for dryness? I have hyperpigmentation. What's the remedy for hyperpigmentation? I have oily skin and I would love my skin to look less like a fry pan. Thank you very much. What's the remedy for that? Well, that's where Remedy Skincare comes in. Remedy Skincare is a skincare line with targeted treatments that provide the consistent support your skin needs to look and feel its best. It's designed by dermatologist Dr. Muneed Shah with an expert's eye and years of experience. Fun story. My husband and I watch a lot of YouTube, right? And last year when I wanted to start my tretinoin journey, he was watching this YouTube channel with these two doctors. I guess it's called Doctorly. And I enjoyed watching them because they talked a lot about skincare. They talked about so many things in a professional manner that was also relatable to the everyday person. And then a year later, I'm collaborating with that same doctor, Dr. Muneed. And I remember seeing pictures of him. I'm like, his skin is amazing. I saw pictures of his wife. I'm like, oh my God, her skin is stunning. And a year later, I'm doing a collaboration with that brand, with the brand owned by that doctor, Muneed Shah. Talk about having a full circle moment. But yeah, Remedy Skincare is a skincare line that's targeted to address certain issues that you may have and provides a remedy for that issue. By way of example, I have 3 products with me. I have the remedy for dark spots. I have the remedy for aging because a girl is 41. You know, I'm trying to stay flawless forever. And I have a remedy for pore size, trying to shrink those pores. Pore who? Pore where? Where's that pore? Exactly, that's the goal. So these different treatments are targeted for those specific areas. Now, it also tells you in the bottle, which I love. You know how you get any skincare product and it tells you contains this and hyaluronic this and microderma blah 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 and this blah 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 H2O blah blah blah. What does that mean? I speak legalese, I don't speak chemicalese. What does that mean? What does that mean and what does that do for me? Well, these products have everything listed in them. By way of example, I'm holding the remedy treatment for dark spots and it has all the ingredients listed in them, and then it tells you what the benefit of the ingredient is. So it says, for example, this has retinol. What's the benefit of retinol? Retinol helps promote skin surface turnover. Okay, it has niacinamide, and what does that do? It promotes even skin tone. It has kojic acid. What does that do? It targets dark spots. So it breaks it down for you so you know what these ingredients are and you know what they're doing for you in this bottle. Isn't that awesome? Wouldn't that be amazing if all brands did that? Like, you know exactly what you're putting in your body and what exactly those chemicals, those things are going to do for you. That's amazing. That's a fundamentally unique difference that Remedy Skincare embodies, and I love that. And it's the same for all the products. Remedy for the pore minimizing treatment, it has a list of all the ingredients. Only 5 ingredients in it. And it has green tea. And green tea actually helps regulate the oil in your skin. Did you know that? I did not know that. I know green tea helps boost metabolism, helps you keep healthy, blah blah blah. I didn't even know that. You know what? That makes sense because I bought a mask recently. It's like a green tea mask. I saw the TJ Maxx. I'm like, green tea for your face? I guess. Well, that makes sense because even the dermatologists agree that green tea is great for your skin. And I drink a lot of green tea. So I guess I'm actually, you know, on point with that. So yes, Remedy Skincare, I will put a link in the description box. Be sure to check them out. They have a wide variety of products. Remedy for any of your skincare issues, be it hyperpigmentation, dark spots correcting, dry skin, the need for moisturization, brighter skin and you want a glowy skin, whatever it is your skincare desire is, definitely there's a remedy for it, and be sure to check them out. Another tip that will help maintain good flawless skin is to refrain from using face towels after washing your face. Instead, use paper towel. And why? Because regular bath towel or whatever towel you have in your bathroom usually attracts a lot of dirt and bacteria and germs in the air. And if you're using that to dry your face, especially after exfoliating or, you know, deep cleansing, when your pores are vulnerable and open, you can actually be introducing more dirt into your skin without you knowing. So grab that paper towel. It doesn't have to be a fancy schmancy paper towel. Just grab paper towel and keep a roll of paper towel in your bathroom and use that to dab your face, and you will thank me later. The sixth skincare tip is less is more. Your skincare routine does not need to consist of 7, 8, 10 steps every night. You don't have to exfoliate, use a toner, use a mask, and use 5 different acids every single night. Less is more. Yes, you can have your exfoliation days. Yes, you can have your days where you give yourself a facial steam treatment. Yes, there are days where you use your oils and acids and all of that. Yes, there's a day and time for everything. But overall, less is more. The more complex your skincare routine becomes, the more overwhelming it becomes for you, and then that's probably going to make you step back and not want to deal with it, which is counterproductive anyway. And the last skincare tip that I have for you guys is to know what works for you. Not all skincare brands have products that can help your needs. For example, when I was younger, I used to use a lot of Neutrogena products because I was young. I could go to CVS and get them and it was fine, right? And then I started getting older and I started incorporating Clinique because I had targeted issues that I wanted to be addressed. And over time, I love Clinique products, but I'm also trying to move to a brand that uses less chemicals, as more focused on clean beauty. While I still have some Clinique and Neutrogena products and some Obagi products, I've focused more on brands that support the clean beauty movement, that have ingredients that are good for your skin and are not possibly harmful. I'm not saying any of those brands do that, but you get what I'm saying. Know what works for you. Your skincare needs when you're 22 are different from when you're 33 and when you're 45. And make those changes accordingly. A bonus tip is to get a facial once every 6 weeks. For the most part, I get a facial once a month, but if I'm not able to make it once a month, I can stretch it out to 6 weeks. Make sure you get a facial, because unless you already have that foundation of having your morning and night routine, getting a facial will take that a step ahead and put you in a position where you can get better treatment. You know, you can get deep pore work, you can get dermaplaning and get rid of all the, you know, excess hair and stuff like that on your face. I cannot dermaplane myself, but I go get a diamond facial at a legitimate plastic surgery place where they do facials and do a whole bunch of other issues, because I cannot dermaplane myself. I have freckles and I'm very concerned about cutting myself, but I go to a professional for that. And in between those treatments, I have like a regular facial, I get a deep cleansing facial, and I just love how it makes me feel, and I see the result weeks later, and it makes me more confident to go out without any makeup. It makes me more confident to feel like I'm putting in requisite work that's needed for me to maintain and attain good skin. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, Remedy Skincare, for collaborating with me on this video. Be sure to check them out. I'll put a link to the items in the description box below. Be sure to check out my previous videos, and don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button, and I'll catch you later. Bye guys!